as life gets busier, most people stop working on themselves. But as a parent and a father, it's all that more important. That's why the 5 a.m. Squat Club exists, where busy dads and parents who still want to have a goal achievement in their lives get together every morning. This morning, we've got fantastic intensity with some burpees, double unders, and a little bit of barbell work, scalable to any level though. If you're new here, I'm Adam, and I've been coaching fitness for 25 years, but I'm a father of 2, soon to be 3, a farmer, and a business owner, and life is very busy. And if I'm gonna hit my goals, it's gonna happen before the kids wake up. That's why the 5 a.m. Squat Club exists. Full follow-along morning routine for people like you. Let's get after it. Step 1 is to prime our minds, choose our first thoughts of the day. Let's get after it. All right, team. So first step on the squat club is a squat. So feet go underneath the hips, heels go on the ground, and if you feel like you're gonna fall over, go ahead and grab onto something to hold on to. This is the initial and maybe most important step of the morning, is setting our intention, setting our breath. So for the breath, on the right side of the screen, there is an animation that you can follow along with. It's a 4-second inhale, a 4-second hold, a 4-second exhale, and a 4-second hold again, called a box breath. And while we're going through there, I'm gonna go through our mental reps. First one is I am responsible. It means I'm gonna take accountability and ownership for my life. So if something is wrong, it's my fault. If something is right, it's my fault. If I wanna get somewhere, it's on me. Nobody is gonna come and achieve it for me. So look at your life, look at your goals, and take action, because nobody else will for you. Number 2 is I will make time between stimulus and response. Just call this patience if you want. That, if I'm freaking out at every stimulus that comes in, life is challenging. So can I take a moment when the kids are freaking out or the dog is going crazy or things are just not going as planned, and take an extra breath and give a response that's going to be something I'm proud of. Next is I have all I need to succeed today and will focus on progress over perfection. People don't start because they think that they don't have the tools. But if you looked at what the first step towards your goals looks like, you would recognize that you have the tools to take that step. You may not have the tools to take the final step in the journey, but those tools are developed through the process. So focus on moving forward, not the end goal, and you'll recognize that that process is accessible. And then last is I choose gratitude. I need to enjoy the process at least in some way, because I tend to be the type that could put my head down and work and forget that any of this is fun or good at all and just focus on the process. But that sucks. So focus on the fact that there are good things, still drive yourself to improvement, but the noticing of the positive is what keeps us moving, keeps us going. So this is a good dog, even though she can be challenging. That's the gratitude. I want to be grateful for her. All right, moving on. Next step, let's start moving the body. All right, team. So we start every morning with the same thing. And what it looks like is getting up off the floor. So we've done our get up out of bed start. Now start to move. So what we're looking at is hands go on the ground, lay yourself fully on the floor, and get yourself fully back up. And we like to get a little hop and clap at the top to celebrate the fact that we're able to do so every single day. As we age, I want to be able to keep this capacity and ideally increase it so that over time I don't get to a point where I can't do the physical things that I like to do or that I want to be able to do, and I can keep that capacity. So 2 minutes here. We're just turning up the body heat, getting the joints lubricated, and getting the engine started for today. So we've got a fantastic session, 15 minutes of high intensity. Let me know, chat, if you can't hear me. My mic is currently flashing red. So we're gonna warm it up here. We've got a general warm up coming up after these burpees, and then we're into our intensity. But if you're new here, make sure that you hang out. We've got homework afterwards. This is part of our full morning routine program where we take action on our goals along with improving our fitness so that we don't look back and blame our busy lives for the fact that we haven't achieved our goals or that we've become soft, lazy. All right, so another 20 seconds. I'm just gonna check if you guys can hear me loud and clear. All right, now it may cut out because this thing is definitely flashing red. I don't think it should be. So 10 seconds here, and we'll get into our general warm-up. While we're finishing up, I want you to think about your bedtime routine. Excuse me, I want you to let me know what time you get into bed at night, specifically last night. All right, next step, we're gonna go with a jumping jack. But if you don't like jumping first thing in the morning, bring the knees up high to the chest and get a march there. Otherwise, we're gonna get 20, 30 seconds or so of jumping jacks here. We're warming up the ankles, the feet, and the rest of the body above with the bouncing. So let me know in the chat or the comments, what time did you get to bed last night? Because to be here every single morning, and ideally that's your goal, is that consistent practice that creates good habits. If you're gonna be here, you can't be going to bed late, because eventually that falls off and it becomes impossible to be consistent. Therefore, what time did you get to bed? I was in bed just before 9 last night, which is a little late for me, but 8:30 to 9 is the goal, so we'll take it. All right, next, we're gonna go with an inchworm. So nice wide stance, hands come to the floor, walk yourself out till the shoulders are over top of the hands. Squeeze the butt and legs, and then walk yourself back to the feet, and then stand it back up in between. Let's get at least 5 there. Ryan says 10 o'clock, 8 out of 10. Not bad, dude. Not bad. Is that your ideal? Is that the goal? You happy with that? 8 out of 10 is good. Yeah, I was 9 o'clock. No particular reason. I don't have a good reason for that. Probably watching a little Kill Tony. 10 p.m. for Yaroslav, 6 out of 10. Oh, you went to weightlifting last night. It's a little bit late. All right, one more here. And then from there, let's go ahead and step out in front with one foot. And what we're gonna do is twist here. So the hand that's closest to the bent knee, we're gonna take that elbow down towards the floor, and then we're gonna reach that hand towards the ceiling. So elbow towards the floor, see if you can touch it, and then reach towards the ceiling. Chris says 10 to 15, 6 out of 10. He didn't fall asleep on the couch. That's a win, Chris. And by the end of this workout, we will be more than a 6. Oh, that's stiff. Reach it up. You can take the back knee off the floor. Make it a little more active if you want. And then we'll switch sides. Oh, yeah. So Terry said 10. I fell asleep around 8. I was woken up 11:30 to go eat dinner. What? Who's eating dinner at 11:30? Did somebody wake you up, Mr. Terry? Elbow towards the floor, hand towards the ceiling. Somebody woke me up at 11:30. I would not be happy. My time between stimulus and response would be very short. All right, another couple twists here, and then we're gonna swing a leg. Working that elbow to the floor, reaching that hand to the ceiling. Oh man. All right, let's come on up. We're gonna support ourselves on the wall if you want. Oh. And just let that leg swing a little bit. I'm gonna increase the range of motion as we go. Getting at least 10 cycles. Watch out, dog. You're gonna get kicked. If you're feeling a little stiff, just take some extra cycles, extra warm-up reps. Oh, Maple, you're gonna get kicked in the face. Ow. Right, the point of the warm-up is to feel the body loosening up, is to feel like you can get into better positions. And the only way to know that you're ready is to feel it. Right, is to feel the loosening of the joints and just the body temperature. Everything feels good, the joints aren't cranky, we can get into positions. So as you're warming up, listen to your body, think about, how do I feel? Switch sides. Am I still feeling really stiff, or are we loosening up? Starting to feel good. All right, another. Make sure we're getting about 10 cycles per side. If one side is feeling stiffer than the other, feel free to get some more reps there. That's how to balance it out. A few more here. All right. Then we're gonna come down into our squat again. So our passive squat, paleo squat, call it what you want. Feet underneath the hips. The one where the dog is in the way. I know, you're funny, eh? And what we're gonna do is a twist. So we're gonna take the elbows inside the knees, pull the chest up tall, and then we're gonna take one hand out, reach it to the ceiling. Take a full breath there. Hi, my love. Bring the elbows back in, and then we'll switch. Oh, reach up hard. Get a full breath cycle or two, and switch. Cute dog. At least, say 3 per side. Trying to increase the range of motion. Look on the screen, doesn't look like I'm going very far. This little red flashing light is gonna mess with my head. All right, we're gonna get a little prep with the PVC here, and then we're gonna move on to the barbell. So, a little bit of warm up with the barbell for the deadlift and the hang power clean. We're gonna talk about the workout in just a minute here though. So get your PVC just outside the thigh grip. We're gonna take that thing to the knees, maintain a neutral spine, standing it up. Let's get 10 or so there. Just starting to warm up the low back and the hips. So hips back, stand, hips back, stand, and then we'll bring that down to mid shin to the bottom of our deadlift position. Push away from the floor to across the knees, then squeeze the butt. Let's get at least 5 or 6 deadlifts with the stick. Okay, and then we'll just get a little bit of bouncing around since we are going to get some double unders today. So just a nice easy, if you want, you can support yourself on the wall. You can go calf raises, maybe 10 there. And although we already did some jumping jacks, you can get a few feet together hops to start warming up for those double unders. Now on that note, we might as well talk about what we're doing here today. So, all right, roto and chips, interesting. All right, so this workout actually comes from our gym. My head coach, Jeff, programmed this one. It's supposed to be a buy-in with a run, but it's not gonna work here. So 15-minute workout. The buy-in is gonna be 50 burpees. Simple, work your way through it, all the way down to the floor, all the way back up, clap, hop, celebrate. 50 of those. That may take 5 minutes or so. Maybe a little longer, maybe a little shorter, but you're gonna have about 10 minutes for the second part. So once you're done your burpees, you're going as many. Audio check. Check, 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 check. Check, check. Audio check. All right, well, hopefully it doesn't get fuzzy, but here we are. All right, so, okay, I was saying, we'll talk scaling here. We'll just brief one more time because I don't know if you heard. So 50 burpee buy-in. You only do the burpees one time. And then after that, remaining time, 50 double unders or singles, 9 deadlifts, and 6 hang power cleans. If you don't have a barbell, you can do the same thing with the dumbbell, right? You're gonna get your 9 deadlifts, touch the floor with the dumbbell, stand it up, and then for the hang power cleans, hinge, jump, catch, stand. So let's take a minute here and get a little bit of weight on the bar. You want to choose a weight that, I don't know, I'm thinking that you can get those hang power cleans done unbroken. So those 6 reps each round of the hang power cleans, can you get them done unbroken? That should be kind of how we're choosing those weights. It should be challenging weight-wise. I think the RX that we have at our gym is something like 185 for the guys, 125 for the girls. So you can make this good and challenging if you like. Just make sure that it's an accessible weight to hang power clean. So take a few minutes here. Let's warm it up. Okay, maybe 2-3 warm-up sets. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button if you've already got your warm-up in, but realistically, keep warming up. Get those weights checked out, try it out. Film your technique. You know, I'd love to see videos and share them on Instagram. Wow. All right. One more weight change, I think. Just hopefully Jeff doesn't show up and tell me I'm not going heavy enough, which he would. All right, we're almost ready there, team. It's like these audio troubles are following me from yesterday. All right, put that on there. Remember, you got your 50 burpees to start, and then you're into the double under, deadlift, hang power clean, AMRAp. Obviously, you'll want to pace this, not go too crazy. Got some water. All right, how we feeling, team? Everybody set? What weight are we thinking? We got barbells, dumbbells. What do we got? 15 minutes going up on the clock. All right. All right, Hookie. Ryan, only 40 kilo, close to my max. Slow, eccentric, dads. Save adding weight. 1.2 single under plus dubs. I'm sure I'm not getting that. We do a lot of DT variations. Good stuff. Yeah, we kind of do, eh, Jody? Good. You know, I'm open to programming ideas. All right. Intensity is power or work over time. It's the most important variable for maximizing your fitness bang for buck. This morning, we're going to get as much of it as we can with 15 minutes of burpees, skipping, and barbell movements. Scalable to any level. Let's give it a go. All right, so you can see on the screen there what we got this morning is 15 minutes, but you got to pay attention. Let's go. There's a buy-in. So you're going to start with 50 burpees. You're going to do that one time. Once you're done your burpees, you're done the burpees. Following the burpees, well, just real quick, what a burpee is, get yourself fully on the ground all the way down, all the way back up, and get a little hop and clap at the top to celebrate. Following your 50 burpees, you're going to grab your skipping rope and get 50 double unders, meaning one jump, 2 rotations of the rope. If you don't have double unders, go single unders. If you don't have a rope, you can jump and tap your legs once for a single, twice for a double. 50 double unders, followed by 9 deadlifts and 6 hang power cleans. So the deadlift, you're just taking that thing from the ground, nice neutral spine, push away from the floor, stand, squeeze the butt. Right, you're just picking it up from the floor, standing. We call it a Dadlift. Followed by 6 hang power cleans, and hinge. Oh, that's heavy. Hinge, jump, catch, stand, and repeat. If you don't have a barbell, fine with a dumbbell as well. Deadlift, hang power clean. Simple, simple. What I would suggest is if you're going with the dumbbell, instead of 9 deadlifts, you do 10, do 5 per side, and 3 per side on the hang power cleans. Whew. So 50 burpee buy-in, then as many rounds as possible of 50 double unders, 9 deadlifts, 6 hang power cleans. As many rounds as you can, 15 minutes. Let's give it a go. Tunes. All right, team. Looks like 15 minutes, 10 seconds. Starts with burpees. Put this down so it doesn't get too slippery. 50 burpees. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Nice and steady. Don't need to rush here. You know, say you do 10 per minute, that's 5 minutes. Then you got 10 minutes for the rest, which is lots of time. Just move steady and breathe. Turning losses into gains, I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things, gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain. I just wanna be greatness. I just wanna be greatness. I just wanna be going off every chance I get. I don't really take the loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I'll get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits, so let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent, and it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots. If I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing, I'll regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. That energy is like a poison, needs an antiseptic. It's 30 for me. There's 50 for me. Keep it up if you're still going. Woo. Ow. What I suggest strategy-wise is do 8 deadlifts and then put it down, do the 9th deadlift, and then do the 6 hang power cleans.
But you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me.
So there's 8. Now I'll do the 9th plus the hang power cleans. Hopefully get them all. Expect nothing less, you check as I'm chess, what's happening next? He got the venom, tangible weapon, coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold an obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. Now leave an impression and take a redemption. Just feel no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11, so there's the 9th deadlift. There's one round. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him. Breathe. Searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I want to be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better put it off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. The other way, what you're doing ain't easy. Man staying from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free. Tripped at 46. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no man, still go. Go, 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 yeah, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. Over halfway. Two down. Six minutes to go. Wow. Keep it up, team. That might have been 60. I don't know. 5 minutes left.
Never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, never shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick the lane, commit and climb, be the way, to win it life, I never miss that fact, taking big steps, hand to the path, me in the ring, you'll go out in a pack, 'cause I sing what I mean, and I'm in that life, ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took a red pill, I know life's short, so I wanna live forever,
Three. 3.5 minutes. Keep her going.
And I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack, I go crazy. Nah, I ain't lazy, track of the track, I work on the shit daily. Passing the track, right as free, got me hazy. Got to unpack all these things I've been chasing. I've got visions in my head, like memories I've had. Could be a legend instead of something you can forget. I'm living with every breath, I'd rather lead than be led. I'll feel the seeds as they spread, with every word that I said.
Two minutes.
Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Do what I had to do just to feed me, and what was left over to put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me.
Last minute.
Hands of plan, your own hands can land your own brand, and damn, you like no one takes accountability. I want the credibility, convincingly unwilling Put in the hours just to get some power. Don't be fucking sour. Take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder. Work until you're prouder. And f all the doubters. They're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. The market is fucking down. When we're up top, they deserve a pound. It's only worth it if you
30 seconds.
It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Fantastic work, team. That's what intensity feels like. 15 minutes. As much work as you can get done. There's no more efficient, effective way to get fit than that. So if you're ready to stop wasting time in the gym, get back on your fitness, join us every morning. All right, walk it around, team. I think I moved. Breathe, catch your breath. Let me know how many you got. I think I was 4 and 58 or 59. All right, walk it around, just breathe. We'll get in a cool down in a sec here. Clean up the floor, it got sweaty. So first of all, give yourself that extra pat on the back. Not only did you get up and prime your mind, your body, you worked out with tense intensity. And the reason why you should give yourself an extra pat on the back there is because this is what most people avoid. If you walk into a regular gym, you're gonna see people doing a little bit of this and sitting down. Maybe a little bit of this and then sitting down. It is rare that you're gonna see someone in one of those regular gyms sweating, being out of breath, looking like they're actually working hard. So give yourself that credit because credit is due. Here, let's stretch out the calves a little bit. So I'll show you what we're gonna do here and then you can just hop into it. So get yourself close to a wall, put the foot up the wall, and then push your hips forwards so that you get closer to the wall, closing up the ankle. We'll get about a minute per side there. I'm gonna do this here. I'm just gonna sit on my shins, open up the ankles a little bit this way. So intensity has been accomplished. Now next step though is to do your homework. So what we wanna do here is take action on our goals. Now that the body is awake, the mind is clear, there's an opportunity here, right, that we don't have any other time, unless you work out again. But even still, if you work out later in the day, there's gonna be things clawing at your attention. So right now that the body is awake, the mind is clear, and your kids are still asleep, ideally it's 5:45 a.m., this is the time where you can make progress on your goals. And this is what we do every morning. This is why we get up early. I mean, we could get up at 6 and just exercise, but I want to take action on my goals, right? My life, I have dreams, I've got aspirations, I've got things that I'm passionate about. And if I don't take the time, if you don't put action into those things, especially consistently, then they're not going to happen, right? If you want to grow up to be something or change something in your life, action is the way. So that's why we stack this hour. And if you just join us and follow the routine, you're going to get this hour every single day. And those hours will add up so much over time. I was talking to one of our members yesterday. I think it's almost 3 weeks in for him, and he's amazed at the changes already in energy and how his body feels and the progress that he's made on his homework by doing it for 3 weeks in a row. So take that seriously. Don't just take this clarity and this great energy that you have right now from the workout and go and spoil it with scrolling or wasting time. Take that action, do the homework. I got one clip for you this morning. Ryan, switch to doubling dads at a lighter weight to maintain intensity. Okay, so you didn't do the hang power cleans, you just did double the Dadlifts. Meredith, good morning. Tea and homework time. That sounds very British of you. All right, so yesterday we were doing some work setting up the brooder because we've got meat chicks coming in today. And I found these. I want you to drop in the chat. What do you think that is? What kind of critter is that? I'm assuming they'd been born, I don't know, 1 day before, maybe 2, as there is still an egg in there that's not even cracked. But give me your best guesses. We did this last year, so if you've been here the whole year, you may have seen some of those last year. But give it a guess. Meredith guesses ducks. Nope. So I'll give you a hint. We do not raise these. This is just this thing nested in the barn. And I think it's the 3rd time that we've had these chicks. I built this little, basically, brooder box for when we had broody chicks, broody hens that wanted to raise chicks, and we had them raise them in here, and this is now in the barn. And birds like to come in, and here's the box, you can see. Birds like to come in and used it as their nesting box. So, not a duck. It's everybody's favorite, well, not everybody's favorite food, but they do eat squab. Those are baby pigeons. Look at those giant beaks, eh? Kind of look like vultures. But there you go. That's our clip for today. A little bit of nature interacting with farm life. Creepy little things, though, eh? All right, team. So another day, another dollar, another hour of homework. So when you leave here after you've hit the thumbs up and you've made sure that you've hit some reactions and supported the channel, you know, you can join the membership. Once you've done that, go do your hour of homework. Take action. It's right. It's not gonna go away. Your life is not gonna. Your goals are not gonna be achieved on their own. So take that hour. Do your homework. I'm gonna keep saying it. Get on it. Take action. Ryan, nah, still hang power clean. Was going to do slow eccentric deadlifts as no more plates, but it slowed the intensity, so sped it up and doubled to 18. Woo! Impressive. All right, team. Quick shout outs. Yaroslav, Ryan, Chris, Meredith, Jody, Mr. Terry. Special shout outs to team members who were here. Jody, Ryan, Yaroslav, and then obviously, Chris. Sorry. And the other ones who aren't here necessarily, you might be on a different time. Jason, Adam, Rose, Cheryl Z. Love you guys. Join the membership, support the channel, and we will see you tomorrow for another piece of intensity. Have yourselves a great day. Peace.